Hey guys, this video is part two of a four-part series that I'm doing about what to do when your twin flame comes back. And it's inevitable as long as you are aligning with your soul and getting out of the mind. The mind is what causes separation with your twin, and the soul is what you and your twin flame are. Everybody knows that twin flames are one soul in two bodies. So it turns out that the twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey. This is 10,000-year-old traditional Zen spiritualism. And that's all you have to do. You just have to embrace that, and your twin flame will come to be permanently in your life, just like mine did. And I've helped so many others do it. And you can do it too, guys. So if you haven't seen part one, I recommend, go give that video a look after you see this one. And I kind of set the stage in that video. That video I posted last week is called, Should I Choose My Twin Flame? And I kind of set the stage and explained how twin flames work and why they run and why you would want to choose your twin flame over a soulmate, just kind of in general terms. Well, now I want to get more specific. Why would you choose your twin flame versus, say, a soulmate, or to be by yourself even? I've coached over 3,500 people, and I've got a lot of students who choose to be with their twin flame. Most people do, but some don't. Some people attract their twin flame back into their life, and they decide, you know what, I'm going to go with a soulmate instead. Or, I don't want to be with anybody. I just want to go straight Yoda style, right? And just be by myself. And that's beautiful. Now, why would you pick one over the other? That's what we're going to address specifically in this video. And today we're going to start with your twin flame. Why would you pick that? Well, I think it would be the most helpful if we talk about what it is like to be with your twin flame versus a soulmate. And I'm going to focus mostly on your twin flame. Next week, I'm going to do a video about why would you choose to be with a soulmate instead? And then the last one is going to be, why would you choose to be by yourself? And it's simple. What it's like to be with your twin flame versus a soulmate. Well, you and your twin flame are the same soul. So if you're aligning with your soul, right, you get out of the mind, you stop deriving your sense of self from the personality, and instead be the soul that you already are, right? That's called a spiritual awakening, and that's exactly what this is. Your twin flame is your soul, right? It's just another incarnation of your soul, your twin flame. That's all it is. It's two incarnations of your soul taking place in the same time period. So it's soul stuff. What is it going to be like when your twin flame is in your life permanently? And even if you pick a soulmate, you could still be friends with your twin flame if you want to, and they're going to want to be. That's really been the experience with almost all of my students who have chosen a soulmate instead of their twin flame. Is their twin flame is very interested in, at minimum, being friends, right? Like, they just want to be around you all the time. Well, it's as the soul when you're with your twin flame. What is it like to be around them? It is as the soul. Let me explain. The soul is peace. The felt experience of the soul is Zen. It's peace. It's non-duality. You are body, mind, soul. The mind is duality. I feel good. I feel bad. I like it. I don't like it. Love, fear, right? Duality, past, future, duality. And I'm not even saying that's bad, but that's what the mind is. I feel good. I feel bad, right? Emotions. Now, the soul is non-duality. The soul is source. It's being. It is just existing. It is pure consciousness. Okay? So when your twin flame is with you permanently, it feels that way. It feels not emotional. And to the mind, that might sound boring. You might be having a thought that says, well, gosh, that sounds really boring. There's no passion. Well, it's not that there's not passion. So for example, if you are having sex with your twin flame, it's going to be passionate and it's going to be really great. Trust me. But the overall energy with your twin flame is non-emotional. It's just being, and it's not boring. Boring is an emotion. It's one of the feel bad emotions of the mind. I feel good, I feel bad, and I'm not saying that that's bad, but that's what that is. It is a negative so-called duality emotion of the mind. So it's not boring. It's actually really magnificent, but it's very peaceful. Now, that might sound strange to you right now. Some of you watching, you may be in the dark night of the soul still. This person could be pulling away from you, rejecting you, and there's a lot of drama that comes along with that for a lot of people. And I know, because the whole beginning with me and my twin flame, it was like that. It was very dramatic. And, when I look back on it now, I understand the three-part triune being better, and I understand who I really am better. The soul, the consciousness. You have a body and you have a mind, but you are the soul. You are the peace. So you're just there being with this person who is the same soul as you. Even my twin flame has said, yeah, it's always so neutral with us. And you can go watch my video that I shot with her. We did 2 videos on my channel. It's called Meet My Twin Flame. There's a part 1 and a part 2. And we just talked about that kind of stuff. And, she said that, like, it's very neutral. And that's just a description. She's just trying to explain it with words. But it's really difficult to explain a true union with your twin flame because it's beyond thought. It's beyond form. The soul is not form. And the soul is not thought. It is consciousness. The mind is thought. The soul is consciousness. The mind is to understanding and thought, as the soul is to experiencing and consciousness. Right. So you experience your consciousness with this person, and it's very peaceful. It's very calm. There's no emotional intensity. Again, one exception perhaps is sex, but I don't even know if it's emotional necessarily when you're doing that with them. It's very deep. That's the best I can do to describe it. It's like you merge with them. It's like there is no other in the room. And it's a beautiful experience. And every moment is. But when the mind is trying to pick a word to explain what that is, it may pick a word like neutral, which is close to a description. And again, what the mind is trying to do is understand with thought what the soul is up to, and it can't. The mind cannot understand with thought what the soul is up to because the soul is not thought. The soul is not understanding. The soul is consciousness. But the closest word, I suppose, would be neutral simply because it's non-duality. Positive, negative, +1, -1, 0. Neutral, in the middle. Yeah, that's fair if we have to pick a word, but it's not really neutral. It's something else. It's a completely different mode. Okay, so you've got the system of the mind over here, feel good, feel bad, feel good, feel bad. And then you have the non-system, the non-duality of the soul over here. The system of duality of the mind is mood. I feel good, I feel bad. I like it, I don't like it. Mood. The non-system of the soul is non-duality. It's not a system, but it's a different mode. So it's like you're switching your mode, not your mood. This is your mood, feel good, feel bad, emotion of the mind, but you're switching your mode, not your mood. And that's what I tell my students. You got to switch your mode, not your mood. And your mode is being. It is your essence. It's who you really are at your core. And that's where you and your twin flame are uniform. And there's no fighting. There's no arguing. There's no suspicion. There's no having to figure out what I'm going to do with this person. Everything just comes to you. It just happens as it needs to. And the mind doesn't understand that. It's going to say, that doesn't make sense to me. That even sounds like magic. Is it? Well, let me tell you, magic truly is just science undiscovered. It's technology. It's not magic. This camera that I'm shooting this video on 200 years ago, maybe it would have been considered magic, but it's not. It's technology. Consciousness is technology, and consciousness is the creative source, which is what you are. And so you just attract the right experiences to you, and everything is fine with this person. No problems. And they're there with you. And it's beautiful and it's peaceful. There's no emotional intensity, but it's very peaceful. So why would you choose to be with your twin flame? Well, maybe you're just not really into the emotional intensity. Maybe you like just experiencing peace with this person all the time. And so that's what you do, and that's what you choose. So there you go, guys. I hope this makes sense. Stay tuned for next week's video. We will talk in contrast what it's like to be with a soulmate. See you then.